Greetings comrades, Multi-Game Master 1 reporting in, and welcome back to Let's Play 100% Banjo-Tooie. In the last episode, we explored the icy side of Hailfire Peaks, and in this episode, we're going to finish up everything within Hailfire Peaks. To start, we're here in the lava side of Hailfire Peaks, and now we're going to go inside Mumbo's skull. You'll see right off the bat over here that there is a weak wall that we can destroy with the grenade egg. And beyond it is a secret passageway. What's beyond it, you may ask? Well, we're going to find that out in just a moment. Right now, let's make our way upstairs to our good friend Mumbo and ask for more help with this magic. I have to say, this is quite an improvement within the Banjo-Kazooie series. I mean, you get to play as an additional character besides the main protagonists, Banjo and Kazooie. And Mumbo is definitely useful out in the field, what with him and his means of magic and whatnot. Now that we've taken control of Mumbo, let's see what's beyond this passageway, shall we? You guys recognize this? Yes, Wumba's wigwam in the icy side of Hailfire Peaks, and Wumba doesn't look too happy.
Mumbo not welcome. Leave now or be in big heap trouble.
What, you're gonna turn him into a salamander?
Mumbo get out of pool.
Whatever. That's what happens while the magic is activated and you go in as Mumbo. Nothing really happens, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And I told you guys that Mumbo Jumbo and Humble Wumba hate each other. They must have some kind of competition with one another, what with their different means of magic. And it also explains why Humble Wumba did not welcome Mumbo Jumbo into her wigwam the friendly way possible. But at any rate, here in the icy side of the Hailfire Peaks, we can unleash more magic. Let's do this. Life Force, Alien Dad. The magical spell Life Force just basically revives the dead, and I'm not talking about zombies.
Big drop hurt lots. Where am I?
You dead. Mumbo used powerful shaman magic. You alive.
Didn't need puny earthling magic. Could have used special powers instead.
Spaceman ungrateful. Waste Mumbo's time. Misha teach lesson.
Sorry, strange friend. My special powers are low and we need your help. Our 3 children escaped the ship before we crashed in the lagoon. If you can find and return them to me safely, I'll bestow the earth with wondrous gifts.
Mumbo like gifts, not tacky alien merchandise though. Oh come on, I think it would be cool.
Kids will be hiding from danger until they detect alien signal.
Mumbo impressed, but Mumbo magic better. So now that we've revived Alf, we are now given a new task. We need to find and rescue 3 alien children. And you'll see in this cutscene where they can be found in the icy side of Hailfire Peaks. And it is our main objective in order to find and rescue them all. Ow! I did that on purpose. It's a good thing I had the fall proof cheat turned on. Now before we get started with the alien sidetracking mission, there is actually another place that we can go to in order to perform more of Mumbo's reviving magic. Get out of here, Bigfoot. That's right, you better run. Now, onwards to the spot in which we can perform more magic. It's not too far from this position. In fact, it's past Boggy's igloo and we should be able to get there from here within a few seconds. We just have to carefully make our way along this ice bridge along the way so that we don't fall off. And here we go, time to unleash more of the magic. Life Force, Saberman. Let's see if we can set free Saberman from his icy imprisonment. I hope this works. There, Saberman is as good as free. And yet he still appears to be cold. What a poor old guy.
Many thanks, young sir. Why, I've been frozen in there since 1984.
Mumbo thinks seen crazy old man before, perhaps.
It's quite possible. I come from a golden age where wolves were kings. The name's Saberman. Adventuring is my game. Or at least was my game.
What cable man doing in ice block? Saberman.
That cursed Saber wolf chased me all the way here, where I was frozen in my tracks by the ice dragon. I'm rather cold. Could you see your way to warming me up?
Mumbo not do that, but no bear that might. Yep, you guys guessed it. Banjo and Kazooie are the only ones capable of warming up good old Saberman over there. Ow. Again, I did that on purpose. Anyway, I wonder why it is that Mumbo refers to Banjo as the person for Saberman's means of warming him up. I mean, mostly it's just Kazooie that just fires eggs out of her mouth in the first place. But then again, maybe Mumbo Jumbo and Kazooie don't like each other either. Now we're actually going to make our way back to Mumbo's skull. Pardon us, Wumbo, we're just cutting through your wigwam. I hope you don't mind. Okay, now let's go back and take control of Banjo and Kazooie again, so that we can take care of some things within the icy side of Hailfire Peaks. I have a feeling that we're going to need Mumbo's help again later, so we're going to keep that in mind for now. Back to the icy side we go. And now the first thing we're going to do is to rescue the alien children. The first one that we're looking for cannot be far from this position. In fact, it's right over there in that thick sheet of ice. To set the alien free, all you want to do is get on top of it and use the bill drill to shatter it.
What's wrong with it?
Beats me. You could try beak-to-mouth resuscitation.
Ah! No chance!
Then this is a job for a professionally qualified doctor. That poor alien baby. She's dead. Then again, maybe we can revive her by means of Mumbo's magic. I believe that alien back there was Beitet, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's focus our sights on the next alien child. We can actually find her over here in this little spot in which we found the Gobo and energy bar refill. Again, to set it free from the ice, just use the bill drill like so. I believe this is Alfet.
Thanks, Earthling.
You're welcome, Alfet. Wait, why do you have a Jinjo doll in your hand? How do you know about Jinjos here on Earth? I guess maybe a long time ago, aliens visited the Earth and made some discoveries, and even we didn't know about it. It's a rather bizarre theory to think about, and I probably shouldn't go any further with it. Also, for every alien child you rescue, that's where she'll end up, and we've rescued the first one, so now we have 2 left. Now the next alien child we're going to go for requires us to split up, so let's have Banjo and Kazooie do so, and have Kazooie make her way back inside the volcano in the fire side of Hailfire Peaks. I thought for sure that the second time we entered the volcano, it would be the last time in which we would have to go back in there. But alas, it's not. In fact, if you're trying to wrap things up reasonably, you could find yourself going inside the volcano 3 times, unless if you found shorter means of traveling through the volcano. But I assure you guys that this is the last time that we'll be going through here. Now from here, we'll travel back to the icy side of Hailfire Peaks. Out of my way starts. Now the alien baby that we're looking for is not far from this position. In fact, if we start gliding, we'll find her right over here. This is Gamete, by the way.
Cool, a little alien baby. Mommy? Don't look at me, kid. So cold. Mommy, Daddy, me no like cold Earthling planet.
Hang tight, Gamete. We'll see what we can do to help you. To warm her up, all you want to do is to get on top of her and use the hatch ability. And no, this won't crack her helmet, it'll just make her warm. See?
Great! Meat nice and toasty now. Time to go home.
Now we've rescued 2 alien children, so now there is 1 left that we need to revive from the dead. But before we do that, we're going to make our way over to Saberman over here and see what we can do in order to warm him up. From here, we should be able to fly our way down. And now, to warm up Saberman, you just have to shoot him 3 times with fire eggs. 1, 2, 3. And now he's as good as warmed up, and now he's tired. By the way, what's that relic that he's carrying? That's so much better.
Glad to help an old hero.
Being frozen for so long has tired me. I need a cup of tea and 40 wings. Could you possibly help me out just one more time?
Anything for a jiggy.
Can you carry me back to my tent? It's over on the fiery side of the mountain. If it hasn't burnt down by now.
I'll go and get Banjo then.
Yep, Banjo is the only character capable of carrying Saberman all the way back to his tent in the fireside of Hailfire Peaks. But seriously, Saberman is already warmed up enough. I mean, he could just walk over there from this point, and even the ice dragon is dead, so he wouldn't have any trouble of going back whatsoever. But then again, I suppose the only thing he'd have to worry about are the Bigfoots that guard the way. Well, whatever. If Saberman needs a lift back, then so be it. We'll give him what he needs. Although, I really hope that he has a reward for us. Okay, now from here, we should be able to go back to the fireside of Hailfire Peaks by means of this warp pad. And we'll warp to the lower side, because I believe that's where we'll find his tent. There it is dead ahead of us. Now as soon as we make our way over there, we can set free Saberman and say, "Welcome home, Saberman. Home sweet home."
My tent! My equipment! It's just as I left it all those years ago.
It's probably worthless anyway.
My treasure is still here too. You may have it, kind sir. It's a fine golden jigsaw piece. No use to me. I'm hanging up my boots.
Thanks, Saberman. Although, why did you give us a jiggy in the back of the tent instead of just handing it to us directly? Well, whatever. You could just have yourself a nap.
Bears in their own adventures. Pah!
Why is it so hard to believe that Banjo and Kazooie already have 2 games in which they both go on adventures together? 3 if you count Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge. Although I kind of consider that game to be like a Banjo-Kazooie 1.5. But I digress. Now we still need to revive the last alien child over there. So it seems as though that we're going to need Mumbo's help again. So I'm going to fetch him real quick and be right back. Okay guys, it's now time to unleash more of Mumbo's magic. Here we go. Life Force, Alien Child. Hopefully this should work. But then again, when has Mumbo's magic ever failed us? Like at that instance, the alien child is now alive. It's the miracle of life.
Thank you. Earthling's not all brain dead.
What would make you think that we're brain dead? I mean, we're far more intelligent than you think. And up there is the alien saucer that will take them all home.
You have done well, Earthling, but I shall now have to exterminate you all for taking so long.
Please don't shoot us.
Have you kids seen my laser anywhere?
Eh?
Ah, it must be on the ship. Your race is spared for now, Earthling. Stand clear. Beaming up sequence initiating.
Look, we're glad that we could help you recover your alien children, but there's no reason for you to exterminate us for taking so long. I mean, we need time in order to complete missions like this. Just be thankful that you reunited with your alien children. And there goes the saucer, which takes them back home. I really do hope that we don't see those aliens again, because if they do come back, then they probably will hold on to their promise as their means of exterminating us. Now that Mumbo's task is accomplished within all of Hailfire Peaks, we can return him home. Mumbo is definitely useful, and honestly, I can't really decide who's my favorite shaman in the game between Mumbo Jumbo and Humbo Wumba. I mean, on the one hand, Mumbo Jumbo travels out in the field and performs magic necessary in order for Banjo and Kazooie to continue on their quests. But on the other hand, Humbo Wumba is definitely useful with their transformations. They can help us out as well. So really, I can't choose between the two. Maybe you guys could answer this question in the comments below. Who's your favorite shaman in this game between Mumbo Jumbo and Humbo Wumba? As for me, like I said, it's really hard to decide between the two. Now from here, we're going to explore one more section within the fireside of Hailfire Peaks. So let's warp our way back to the upper area, get past these hot hands along the way. Again, you can take them out by using ice eggs. Come on out. That's what you get for touching me. Okay. Now dead ahead of us we will see a hothead that is zooming towards us again, and also a passageway dead ahead of us, which will take us to the lava train station within Hailfire Peaks. I have a feeling we're going to need Chuffy the train for the next task that we're about to do in this place, so let's go ahead and call him. I believe he's still in Grunty Industries, by the way. Chuffy is on freight service to Grunty Industries. Would you like Chuffy to pick you up? Yes. So within the short amount of time, Chuffy the train will be able to make his way to our position so that we can take care of everything else within Hailfire Peaks. Also, I don't really understand why it is that it takes several seconds in order for another screen to load up while you're in Hailfire Peaks. It could have been something that Nintendo and Rare could have fixed. But then again, maybe they were running short on time. But it's not much of a big issue. I mean, it only takes a few seconds for the next screen to load, so not really much to complain about that. Okay, now that Chuffy the train is here, let's see if we can travel to the ice train station. Let's step on this ghost switch over here and make our way to it. Icy side, please. Sorry, but I can't go there. The sudden drop in temperature would crack my boiler, and it would be curtains for me. However, if you could find a way to cool my boiler a little. Yes, so we can't travel to the ice train station because Old King Cole's boiler is way too hot. So we're gonna have to find a way in order to cool it down. By the way, right over there, if I can reach it without falling into the lava, is an extra honeycomb piece that we can take right over here. Now, if I could safely make my way back, there we go. Okay, now how to cool down the boiler? I reckon that we might find a way how if we travel back to the icy side of Hailfire Peaks, so let's make our way over there and try to get past the hothead on the way. It does a very good job in annoying you, especially when it tries to zoom towards you. Get out of here! Have a nice long fall to death, you little weirdo. Okay, back to the icy side we go. This passageway takes us to the same spot in which we found the Claw Climber boots, and I have a feeling that we're going to need them, so let's make our way over there and pick up a pair. I gotta say, all of this snow within the area definitely does a good job in trying to slow you down, especially when you're trying to run. But as long as you keep moving, you'll get to the claw prints right over here in a reasonable amount of time without ever having to worry about running out of time with the boots. Here's a new passageway that we can explore. And as I think about it, this seems familiar. Wasn't Gobi the camel walking through here? And if so, how did he even get up here in the first place? Well, seems as though that it's a good thing that, well, we're gonna reunite with our old bearded buddy. Gobi! Hey Gobi, how are you? Please! Not my precious water again! What will we want with your precious water? I mean, wait a second, I have an idea. But for it to work, we're gonna need Gobi's help. Gobi, could you please share your water? Please? Gobi? Please? Well, fine, Gobi. You leave me no choice. Oh no! It took me since the last game to save that. I'm sorry, Gobi. Ah, yes, that seems to have cooled my boiler enough. I'll let you take the Chuffin train to the ice side now. So now we can travel to the ice train station within Hailfire Peaks. And Gobi, I'm really sorry that you had to waste your water again, but think of it this way, at least it's for the greater good for Banjo and Kazooie to complete their quest. I mean, now we can travel to the ice train station in order to see what we can pick up from there. But then again, I do feel bad for Gobi because he's worked so hard in order to pick up all of that water. And I'm still wondering where he found all of that water in the first place anyway. I guess he's gonna have to work even harder in order to find some more water. Now that we're here at the ice train station, once we disembark, we can see what's around here. So let's leave Chuffy the train and see what we can find. Also, I think I saw a Jinjo up here. Or maybe it could be a Minjo. Nope, that's a Minjo! Thought you could trick me? You thought wrong. Now beyond this passageway, we will find another Jiggy trapped behind the ice wall. And this is the only way in which you can get the Jiggy. It's not easy so much as to melt away the ice wall with fire eggs or something like that, because the ice wall is way too thick. Now, if we have a look at our view totals list, we will see that everything is now 100% accomplished within Hailfire Peaks, which means now the time has come for us to do some backtracking. But unfortunately, we are out of time for this episode, so I'm going to end things off here for now. So in the next episode, we are going to do some backtracking within the Isle of Hags, and the first place we're going to start is Grunty Industries. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until the next episode, this is Multi-Game Master 1, over and out. See you later, comrades!